Wrong too.
One regret. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hope the stream caught that. You know.
I think it might have just missed it.
Can you choke on some yogurt again, guard, for the stream? You know.
I'm still working on it.
Okay. So recap time. Recap time.
Oh boy.
We're at the
A lot happened.
It's been a couple weeks.
I said a lot happened.
I can nudge you a bit. Let me see.
There we go. I think I need to get a drink of something, you guys.
That's fine. Go ahead.
So I think we played a couple of games in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one we did a story. We did we ended on a story.
You're starting with the ends, aren't you? I think the first one was the dragon race. Let me. Where is it?
It was the insult contest first.
First, yeah.
Then
Yeah.
Was it pie eating, insult, dragon race? No, it was dancing.
Oh, dancing as well, yeah. That was fun. Well, let's say a few words about each event. Especially who won, because I want to take notes.
I won the insult contest, I think. And then Dario was second place.
That was a pretty epic insult battle between
like legit
Huggins and Frith. That was pretty funny, actually. Some classic one-liners came out.
So Frith won the insult contest. Who won the dancing?
Oh, then we did pie eating.
Pie eating.
And I won that one.
You won that as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Funnily enough.
Yeah, Goggins dropped out like on the first pie. He got indigestion really bad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know, in your
Yeah.
zeal,
It was a bad pie. It was a bad pie.
Those did us all in.
Yeah, went in like guard's yogurt, you know.
And Hale and Niemheim killed it on the dance floor.
You guys won, didn't you?
Oh yeah, huge. I think the next closest team had like 30 less points than us.
Not quite. It was close.
It was pretty damn big. It was a fight for second place. I remember that.
Might have been. Well, we can check the stream if there's ever any confusion. Right. Let's see what next. The Dragon Race.
That was pretty close. Kyle won it. Hale won it, but Goggins was close.
Did he though?
The Dragon won the Dragon Race.
Yeah. Which was oddly fitting.
Your Dragon won. Yeah, your Dragon won. It was close.
Which Kale was
square, innit?
Kale got ahead. Kale got ahead, and he was starting to throw. And then he had a plan, but he didn't actually need to do it because they came back and won anyway.
Yeah.
I think I rolled 3 ones during that race as well.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. And poor Otto, he ended up being... that was rough on Otto.
He could, to be honest, he could have supplemented his rolls with other stuff. He probably didn't care to, which is fair enough, you know.
Oh, I think he tried at the start, and it didn't really go his way.
I see. Well, right, and then was the storytelling, which we are still on, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I came. I did one. Then the other guy went.
Mm-hmm. And we were gonna hear stories from Akil and Kairos, but Kairos' player isn't here, so I guess he owes us one. By the way, can someone sound check the stream? I guess I can. Never mind. Okay, it's fine.
Hey.
You can go. Go ahead, Akil, if you want. You want some music in particular?
I just need a minute.
I got all kinds.
I had like half a donut in my mouth. No musical accompaniment.
I guess just something neutral then.
Oh, jeez, I hope I can talk this morning. Let's see. So just start whenever?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to remember the crowd we had.
Middle-aged. So that means, let me double check.
They were more keen to a particular kind of tale.
Yes, so you get a bonus if you tell a story of gods and wonders, which is to say religion. You don't have to, you just get a bonus. Because it appeals more to their sensibilities.
Well, I knew the story I was going to tell. I couldn't remember what their deal was.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I chose the story. Right, let's see. Oh, now I have to burp. Oh, Jesus, this is not good.
You good, man? I'm starting to get worried.
Yeah, just woke up and then eat on an empty stomach is...
Yeah.
Okay.
Take your time, don't worry.
So I will share with everyone today a tale of light and shadow, of preconception and introspection.
Ooh.
Now, you all remember the Lady Nimheim from earlier. Let me
put her down here so she can blush heavily.
She is a special woman who has always had
there she is. There,
power in communion with the shadows. And one day, her familiar, creature of shadow,
there, I put some blush on her.
It started to go wild, to lose its control. And so we came to find Nimheim in a sheltered glen in the woods. And when we did, her shadow was spread across the entire clearing. Not like the shade cast from the light, but like a creeping, living being. It crawled across the moss like it had form. It slithered between the tall grass like a snake. And it had tried to claim her. It was wrapped around her. It was trying to take her as its own, to bring her into the shadow. So we did what all lords should do. We tried to come riding into her rescue. Frithgar on his horse, trampling the grass, charging with abandon, tearing up the sod, striking with holy blade, scattering what was solid shadow into loose flecks that dissipated like smoke in the wind. Goggins, with his mighty magical weapon, also charged in straight behind, and tendrils rose up from the ground to attack him, but with each sweep he would shatter and break multiple of them. I couldn't even see Nimheim trapped for the moment from the sheer amount of blackness that broke away into the sky. Let's see. Gorath filled the field with illusions, scattering illusions of mirror and prismatic color all about the battlefield, surrounding the creature of shadow, dazing it. And then I called on the might of Palor, the sun breaking through the clouds.
Swan, switch your screen. It's still the loading screen on the stream.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Sorry about that, guard. It's a bit urgent.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Continue.
And I called down a pillar, a shaft of light so bright and brilliant that the shadow was burned away to almost nothing, having to retreat to pull back behind the young woman that had tried to make its slave, seeking shelter in her shadow. And for much of the time leading up to this, we thought Niamheim was simply a young adventurer, a scout, merely a servant, that she didn't have the strength to fight this battle on her own. But when the shadow drew behind her, when it sought her protection, she was no damsel. She chose to become its master. She reigned in the shadow and made it her own, and showed it love and affection it had never known. So while many creatures in the world, many evil things, cling to the shadows and try to make them their home, Niamheim showed me, a cleric, that shadow is just the other part of light. And just as wicked people will walk through the light of day and deceive you, there are good people who live in the shadows. There are those of darker races and histories that have as much goodness in their hearts as any of us. So, as someone who learned how much more there was to Niamheim, and how fine we are to have her as the Lady of Griffin's Gate, I ask that you look to those among you who are of the shadow, whose race perhaps lived in the darker climes of the world, and know that there can be goodness in their heart as well. And that is my tale. Because I know we got a dark elf in the crowd.
Look, she showed up.
That's out of character, but...
Yeah, no, you gave me quite the idea to, bring her in and observe this thing and have a little moment. Yeah, just... Even if that story isn't all accurate, a bit of embellishment never hurts, of course, especially as you played it up for the crowds. Now, given that you've told an actual story, you'll get to roll twice and pick highest of your religion rolls.
Oh, God.
I think you might even get a bonus. Let's see the rolls and we'll see. Okay, that's not bad.
Nice.
Let's say you get a bonus because you do have a church in town. That gives you a bonus to religion checks, if I'm not mistaken. So,
I'm speaking to my own flock, so.
Yeah, I mean that bonus could mean a lot of things. Let's put it here. There you go. You're in the lead. We still have Kairos' thing to do, but that can only happen if he's here, because he did mention wanting to tell an actual story. Right, so people, whoop and cheer and clap. And of course, your GF is, from being all in black, like super gothy and stuff, now she's a bright red, I had a story to tell. No problem. Yeah, you improv like a boss. So yeah, people were visibly excited at hearing this, especially since it's so close to home. It's it's as if a bard's were telling this tale, with their with the expertise they're known for, and telling such tales of bravery, heroism, and mysticism while we're at it. Eh?
Well, I know I said last week that
Kale
wanted to. Kale wanted to kind of what's the word? Use the festival, to sing her praises and familiarize everybody with her because she was going to become a lady.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Quite the level of riz you got there.
Just Kale's usual level of planning.
Yeah.
And foresight.
Yeah. Right, so let's see. Shall we stick around for this event some more, or move on? We're still gonna get back to it when Otto shows up back up, but for now, we still have magic tricks, arts and crafts, and ale drinking.
Oh boy.
I think the ale drinking should be saved for last. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so then magic tricks or arts and crafts.
Ooh, magic
or
tricks.
we can even have a random happening. That can also work fine.
Magic tricks and a random after.
That's fine. Although, I think I got an idea. Let me see the roll chart first.
Okay.
Let's see. You guys mind rolling me a 50?
D50?
Yep.
Sure. $31.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay, so, In fact, while you're here at the storytelling venue, a middle-class-looking gentleman shows up. Let me actually find a nice token for him. There you go. Here? Oh, this is perfect. Because, see, this guy has a scroll in his hand. Well, instead of a scroll, this guy actually has a deck of cards. He's looking around.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, see? Because that's about all I can tell you without further...
What's this guy look like?
Well, basically like his token, he has a blue tunic, ornate with some golden motifs. He looks sort of well off.
I mean, which token are we talking about here?
This. Right next to Kratos.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Which tab should we be in right now?
Storytelling. Did you switch?
I'm in storytelling.
Look, I put him on stage, so it's clear. Hey?
Oh no, I'm in Dragon Race for some fucking reason. Why am I in Dragon Race?
Oh, you're back now, it looks like.
Yeah, okay. Now I see him. Suppose that makes sense because I never saw Neemheim with the blush stickers or Noe, and I was like, oh, they must be in the crowd somewhere. I just don't see them. It's like, oh,
yeah.
No, I'm for some fucking reason in Dragon Race. Okay.
Okay. Let me give this guy a name. Okay. Yeah. So you can have a look at him. see what's up with a quick perception check. And maybe an insight if you want to, more of an in-depth.
Yeah, I can do both those things.
Do them. Okay, that roll was poor, but your bonus is huge. Luckily, you don't need much of a perception. And as for insight, you can basically tell what this guy ate last week for breakfast. So,
what I'm trying to see is he using the cards and reading people and putting on a show, or does he actually believe what he's doing?
You're reading too much into it. The cards look as if they belong to the game Heroes, which is a collectible card game with famous figures as.
I thought he had tarot cards or something.
No, well, that's why you rolled perception to see what the hell kind of cards, because there's a bunch of games. I
rolled a 3.
Yeah, I mean, they're obvious because they have a specific format, like Magic the Gathering or Gwent or that kind of deal, right? But these ones are more like Gwent in that they have specific characters or factions as their historical, as their card faces. As for your insight check, you can tell that this guy is a collector, right? Because he has a bunch of them. He's looking around, potentially looking to trade.
Well, I'm not an incel, and I'm not a woman with blue hair, so I don't think that it's for me.
That's kind of rude, isn't it?
I mean, you said magic.
I mean, you could have just left it at I take showers.
True.
I assume none of you collect that shit? Maybe Gorath? I'm not sure. Maybe he has a deck he found somewhere. I think he might have.
Yeah, not a Goggins thing, but...
yeah, no.
I personally, I like card battle type games.
Oh, I do. I just don't like where the community's gone.
Oh,
yeah, well...
Yeah.
Who does, Only non-fans. But, yeah. So, you guys wanna help me RP Gorath, talking to this guy? Or any of you wanna...
I mean, if Otto was here, I would say that's probably something that the tactician would enjoy, but...
Maybe he's more into the equivalent of chess, which is thrones. That's just my assumption, of course. But let's say that Gorath does notice this guy and goes on, hello, my good sir, how can I help you? Well, I thought there might be many Heroes players around here with which I could trade. Would you happen to be able to lead me in the right direction? Oh, well, I found this deck, Gorath says, and I'm not sure if it's any good. I know of the game, but I'm not too sure. He rummages through his pack and shows it to the guy for appraisal, presumably. He looks from, flip some. Oh, okay, you have a few rares. Not bad for, what would be a mid deck. I'm looking for the really rare ones. You wouldn't happen to have a Vance L. Howard card anywhere, would you? Look, he's right there. Like in the flesh, maybe looking a bit older than his card would be. You guys wanna, tell him like, yo, you wanna literally meet the guy or what? I feel bad about RPing a player character. I'm very hesitant.
I know nothing of the cards that you speak of.
But you know the guy. You met him earlier, and just now he told the story. You know?
Sorry, who?
He asked about a super rare Vance L. Howard card. A famous adventurer. You know, this guy.
Vance L. Howard. Oh, right, the guy Frisk's been chatting up.
Yeah.
You should probably go talk to those two over there.
Presumably you go there to tell that guy this?
Yeah.
Well, could I chat him up, or could I just like do a story if he did too?
What did you say?
I said I think you'll have better luck talking to those two over there. My friend Rith has been talking to this guy. I think he's the Vance you're looking for.
What? What?
Yeah, he's let me get out of the way. He's right over there.
Should I give this guy a ridiculous sounding voice like, "Oi, jeepers! If it isn't Mr. Vance himself."
I like it.
Good sir, may I trouble you about a certain hero's card? This guy is a bit creeped out, but says, just a bit, you know. He's kind of used to this kind of thing. Yes, good sir. What seems to be the issue you're having? So I've been collecting these heroes cards, you see, and I was very much looking for one in your likeness. Oh well, you're in luck. See, when these things were minted, I happened to be gifted a bunch of them. It's the price they pay for using my likeness, I do suppose. They've been very good as currency in a few of my travels. Would you like one? Oh, good sir, jeepers! I can't believe this. Not only do I meet you, but I also get a... Can you sign it for me? Yes, of course. Why not?
This guy's a celebrity.
Yeah, he kind of is. In certain circles, of course, because this game deals with, you know, not just the kings and stuff, but adventurers and mages and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, there's one of the Immortal Emperor, there's a few of certain key figures that fought in the War of Prophets. One or two bards, but those tend to be intoners, not just any old bards. That kind of thing, right? So very notable individuals. Think of it like Times Person of the Year. You know, if you qualify for that, you basically get a card.
Yeah. We might all get our own card at some point if we keep going.
Yeah, you
eventually.
At the very least, a group card, right?
Yeah, just be a common for now. A common card.
Lords of Griffin Gate.
Well, common cards are usually factions, so that's gonna be paladins of the Silver Knights, you know, the Dragonborns, or the riders of the Heartlands, a famous cavalry unit, that kind of thing, Right?
Oh my God, we're gonna get screwed, you guys. We're gonna have like our Griffin riders are gonna become a card, and we're not.
Well, presumably these are units that make themselves famous not just from one war or maybe just a very long war, but many victories. So yeah, you kind of have to work for it a bit.
They were active in a campaign in the Kingdom of Thay in the Thayan Civil War. That's a big deal.
Not really. They were just special forces, I guess, to help you guys out.
Oh no, this fair could backfire. I'm gonna make Nimhaim famous, and she's gonna get a card, and none of us are.
The Dark Huntress. Yeah, that could be a nice card. Not gonna lie.
Because the best thing it's waifus in the gacha, not dudes. So
yeah, well.
Hoisted by my own petard. She would never let me live that down either. You're a high cleric, but I have a card.
Yeah, I have waifu power. Yeah, well, who knows? One of these days, someone from the company that makes these things might approach you. Who knows? They might be closely affiliated with the Adventurers League. But that's speaking too soon, I guess. You didn't roll for it, so there you go. But it's all very interesting. It's a bit of world building, I suppose. But yeah, you are getting to be quite a big deal. I mean, you did save an entire country from, but it was kind of on the down low. Let's,
Yeah.
But perhaps if you broker an end to the embargo, the Thayan embargo, that could be quite a feat as well. Because that thing's been going on from before the Empire fell. I mean, since the Empire started, which, yeah. Because back then it was war, and from when the Empire fell, it was just an embargo. So, yeah. Right. This guy goes like, my lords, I was perfectly prepared to pay quite handsomely for this card, but given seeing as Mr. Vance is not only brave and famous, but quite generous as well, I would like to share a finder's fee of sorts. Vance, of course, refuses, but you can take it if you want. Guard. Presumably you're here? Or Frith? Yeah.
I don't know that I would feel right about that.
Are you sure? He, jiggles a pouch of gold? Please, my lord.
Who else? Who of the other lords are here to see this?
I don't know who wants to. You could put it to much better use than I could, merely collecting cards. Sorry about the lack of voice. Yeah, you get it.
Griff is there. He could take it, maybe.
Yeah, Frith would totally take it.
Yeah, I will consider it a donation for the church.
I mean, say what you will about Kale creating a brand. He's also turned down reward a number of times.
How much was the platinum piece? 100 gold?
Yeah, 100.
10 platinum pieces.
10.
Is that how it is in 4th edition?
Yeah, 1k. 1k gold.
Whoa.
It's not that much. Let's,
That's decent.
Every little bit.
Yeah, for not a magical item, sure. Just like in the real world, these things can rack up some prices on them, presumably he was prepared to pay even more for it, so there you go.
All right. Well, every little helps, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next event, shall we? Which one was that? Magic tricks?
Magic.
Let me put down some bystanders. Oh, first I gotta do you. Silly me. Silly me. Okay. Fritty boy, Goggy boy, Gory boy, Gaily boy, and Horny boy. Of course, most of the people wanting to see the magic show will be kids. But not all of them, of course. They'll be up front. They want to see some cool magic, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, How many of these kids are from the local area?
Pretty much all of them.
Can I tell, or do some of them get brought to service?
Some might be even familiar.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Do I recognize them?
Yeah, roll me an insight if you want to know for sure.
It's like, any of them in the choir? You said perception?
Yeah, insight.
There's Nancy, Drew. There's Nancy. There's Drew. There's the Hardy Boys. There's the Boxcar Children. You know, building the faith in this new community.
Mm-hmm.
There's a teeny tiny little commoner in the bottom right corner. Tiny Tim.
Never mind that. It's a bad token. Right. So, who wants to participate? It's gonna be 10 silver.
Oh, are we doing the magics, or is there someone we watch do the magic?
You can watch first, if you want. It's not a show, it's a contest.
Okay. I thought it was going to be like a magician type, like a magician performing.
Not really. There might be later on stage, professionals, let's say.
Uh-huh.
I'm so torn right now.
Why?
Well, on one hand, Kale's magic isn't for the sake of whimsy, but on the other hand, there's a lot of children from his flock in the crowd, so he's kind of torn.
Well, you could perform an act of healing, perhaps.
It's like, damn it, I'm a cleric, not a wizard, Jim.
Yeah, I mean, you can try something more your style. Perhaps not as flashy, but,
We got some elderly people in the crowd. Maybe I can cure some halitosis.
Some ED. Be right back, guys.
Not touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Could do the old cup and the ball trick or something like that. Penn and Teller catch a speeding fireball.
Is that what you're doing? who's doing this fireball.
Back in 2 minutes, guys. I just got to get some snacks for the kid.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Well, you rolled perception, not insight? Yeah, well, you do find quite a bit of the local kids up in front, right? You've seen some of them in church. I think you may have even, I'm very unfamiliar with these terms. Communion? Something like that. The particulars of your faith, you might know best, actually. I'm gonna pass the buck on to you.
Well, we have the twice daily sermons and blessing of the liquor, but I'd like to think that usually there's probably, I'd say, 2 days of the week, like whatever the equivalent of Tuesday and Thursday is, he would hold a small mass. Well, not small, but a brief mass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's not the type to give long sermons, so they'd be brief.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? He's convinced. He's gonna try to put on a show. He wants kids to grow up to be clerics, not wizards and sorcerers.
Mm-hmm.
They can learn the good.
You got ideas on what kind of thing you want to perform, or no?
What's the weather like?
Slightly overcast, so it's nice and cool.
And what time of day are we hitting?
I don't know, about 3 o'clock. Could be.
So the sun is high in the sky, but on the horizon.
Yeah, waning, let's say.
Oh boy. Does he want to try this? Yeah, sure. Kale will try some magic. I mean, if nothing else, this is gonna be hit or miss. So Kale's gonna try to get a sign from Paylor.
Okay.
He's gonna have the.
So first, who's participating? I'm gonna assume Goggins no. Gorath actually no. Kairos probably no. Or should we? Yeah, let's put Gorath too. Like, come on. And Frith, yeah, well, should we? Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know, Frith. You wanna try dueling banjos? I mean deities.
No, I'm good.
Just Kale.
Sure, because even if your particular feat isn't so wild and flashy. Okay, because the way I see it, you roll on Arcana, where I guess, yeah, it depends on what you want to do, right? But you supplement that roll with your charisma check,
All right.
Because it's not just doing a thing; it's doing it in a flashy way.
Yeah. I'm gonna make my head disappear.
What? So you mean like fashion magic? Because that's more.
That sounds more like your wife's magic.
Because that's sleight of hand, right? Or you could do something like mentalism, or you know.
I'm gonna take.
You don't have to use actual magic.
Wiggle down into your armor and then take the bucket off.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Some inner armor contortion.
So you can do a bunch of things, right? So you can do actual magic. You can do a miracle, so religion. You can do, like a good old-fashioned magic trick, like a card trick or whatever the fuck. That's gonna be thievery, sleight of hand, as it were. You can even perform an act of mentalism. That's bluff.
I'm going. Are we describing what we're gonna do, or are we just gonna do something and describe it as we do it?
Did you intimidate the audience into believing it?
No.
Laugh right now. Yeah. I got a plan. It's just not super straightforward.
Let's see, we can arrive at something together.
Okay, so...
That goes for you too, guard.
Well, let the guard go first.
So...
He's there.
Gorath here would want to tell you that true magic is learned and practiced and blah, blah, blah. And we have spontaneous casters out there, the sorcerers and those born with talent. Yeah, they're okay. But I will have each and every one of you children know I recognize you. Yeah, I saw you last service.
You are picking your nose.
And wiping it under the pew. Someone had to clean that up. Don't think I don't see that. Anyway, I guess I should remind you all that the true magical power in the world belongs to the gods, and if you live a righteous and just life, they will bless you and show you that power and lend it to you. And I'm going to try to part the clouds over the stage so that the sun comes down over the stage.
Oh, you don't know. You don't know. I'll remind you. You have control over the weather around these parts. Yeah.
Oh, so I could just do that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. I was going to fucking roll it. If I can just do that, I'll try to take it a step further then.
Okay, but you can have that happen, and I'll let you know exactly why.
It's gotta be like a degree of success thing.
No, you do it. It's how you perform it. Okay, so let's see.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's see it.
Can I try and call a special guest?
Okay. Tell me.
I'm trying to look her up under Fermi.
Oh, okay.
You know who?
Not really.
Well, I don't remember her name.
By the way, you can use the search box.
The Knight Errant.
Just for a I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I want to say Archon, but she wasn't an Archon.
No, here she is. I'm not sure it'll work exactly. Your god might not appreciate that kind of deal.
Oh, I mean, I'm asking Paylor to bring his presence to this area so all of these young people would grow up and want to worship him rather than practice arcane magic.
Okay, so listen. Your church gives you +2 religion checks per level within church. Within, I guess, domain. Okay, fair enough. Citizens are rendered immune to disease. Cleric can hear prayers of citizens who follow same deity. And weather changes according to cleric's state, no matter the distance. Now, you would want to concentrate to part the clouds and bring on a beam of light. You can do it. Just need to focus.
Okay.
So that'll be a religion check.
And then I want to try to call her down through that beam of light.
That's not how it works, remember? There needs to be a place that no one can see with their eyes. Such as in the bush here. But I really don't recommend it. Because you need...
What do you mean there needs to be a place no one can see it?
She can't just appear in front of people. She needs to, you know...
Well, yeah, she would come down from where the clouds are parted. You know, descending down through the light.
Not quite how it works. Sorry.
She can't pop out of the cloud where no one can see and then come down?
Plus, you need to roll for divine intervention, and that's a whole other thing.
I know.
Okay.
I mean, if he fails, it's just going to be a pillar of light. If he succeeds, it's going to be a pillar of light with a freaking archon coming down.
Okay, so given that you have a clear trick in mind, I will want a religion check with advantage. First.
And is that with an additional +2?
Sure. Okay.
Double 18s.
Not bad. Okay, here's my check. Straight.
Charisma?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me write down your score. First. Wait, you rolled that much? What the fuck did you roll? A fucking crit? 16? Jesus Christ.
I rolled high on both.
Okay, we'll do a mean of that. Cause damn, that's crazy. 29. There you go. Okay, and now if you want to perform a divine intervention, roll D100.
Oh boy.
I will find the divine intervention chart for you.
$25.
That's kind of low.
Yep.
Don't you agree?
Absolutely.
Let me see what that gets you. Not much, presumably. But I will look. Damn, I should have organized this shit better. God damn it. Presumably it doesn't work, right? Because it's pretty low.
Yeah.
Even with bonuses and stuff.
Still. I'll still get like the sun coming out through the clouds, right?
Not just that, but a strong beam, like a spotlight, shows up. Right, so like, fucking, let me do a thing. Let's try this. Maybe not that animation. Let's try. Come on. There. Yeah? Maybe not quite that strong. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, sort of like.
Yep, so eat your vegetables, say your prayers, get plenty of exercise, and pray to Baylor. And you too can do this someday.
Whoa! Look at Mr. Claire, he's glowing, yeah!
God, I'm like fucking Mythbusters. I take divine magical power and I make it boring.
Okay. Who next?
Who else is on? Is it all of it? All of us up front here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first. That's gonna be kind of silly. So,
I think let's have Kairos do it too.
Okay.
You can do some mentalism. How about that?
Yeah. So mine is going to be like I don't really have anything prepared for this. Kale's is pretty amazing. Should have went first. Anyways, so I'm gonna stand there and show like take off my helmet and show my head or whatever.
Are you sure about that? Yo.
Huh?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Just kidding. Okay, what did you want to do exactly? Tell me first. I mean, you know.
So I was gonna take off my helmet. My idea is like show my head's in my helmet, and I'm gonna get Goggins to come up and punch me in the head. And then my helmet will fly off and I'll have no head. I'll stumble around. Okay.
How would that even work, dude?
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be magical.
I mean, it needs to work. You know, you don't have that kind of illusion magic.
He contorts his body inside his armor so that he can duck his head down. And then he takes the bucket off and there's no head there.
Yeah.
I see.
And also I'm gonna throw my voice
turtle.
I'm gonna throw my voice into the helmet that's on the ground. If that works somehow. So it's like what's that called? Voice throwing?
Ventriloquism.
Ventriloquism. Yeah.
You're the Jeff Dunham of armor.
Yeah. And then my helmet's gonna be like sound like it's screaming on the ground, like put me back on, and I'll stumble around like I'm, have no head. And then I'll get a volunteer to come and put the helmet back on. Okay. So if Goggins will oblige, of course.
Well, first you gotta tell him about the whole thing.
Okay, I'll tell
so
him
he doesn't literally punch your head off, you know?
Yeah, you're gonna punch my head off, but my head's not gonna be in it. It's just gonna knock my helmet off. I'm gonna turtle my head inside. Sound good, Goggins?
Make sure you get the timing down. This could end very badly.
I'll do like I'll make like a cross shape with my hands. Like I'll extend my hands fully outside. That means I'm totally ready.
Yeah, okay.
And
I think there needs to be some rolling on this one. This might be your end, Frith.
I've been punched in the head before. If my head's still attached, it won't go flying. That's all.
Yeah, but you didn't get punched by Goggins.
If you do like a chop, do you want him to do like a chop?
Yeah, whatever.
Like a chopping motion.
Yeah, whatever makes the helmet fly off without denting.
Sort of like not a closed fist?
Yeah, like a clothesline.
Then I want Goggins to say, when you knock the helmet off, I want you to say, I knocked his block off.
Okay.
Alright, so what do you want me to roll, DM?
So let's see, let's do a clothesline, yeah, like we said. Sorry about that. So Goggins' arm, right?
Shall I roll like acrobatics or something to pull this off?
Just a minute. Let me see.
Am I gonna roll bluff?
So this is big old. I drew a dick instead of a fist. Never mind. Sorry. So let's see. Let me think. I would think a bluff would be appropriate, right? I mean.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And Goggins is simply holding out his arm, like he isn't doing anything really.
It would be a hard check if it was As long as he doesn't roll a 1, basically, I think it works.
But why rely on him? Why rely on Goggins' restraint when you can set it up that he doesn't need to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
Because it could go badly. After all, Goggins doesn't really know the upper limits of his strength, or the lower ones for that matter.
Yeah, it would be a different kind of show.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so since you have an act all developed, you can roll with advantage. And then a charisma check.
1 second. Bluff twice.
Sorry.
Ooh. Nice. I rolled a 19.
You must have
charisma.
Woohoo. So, let me see. 20 plus. 30 plus 20. That's 26.5. It's a second. Sorry. I'll use the decimal because who knows.
Sounds good.
So, as we mentioned, well, where are you going? Yo, where are you going? Okay, so you mentioned first removing your helmet, showing people like, yo, this is. But do you have your armor on? Presumably, yes, and your helmet, because you always walk. The helmet stays on during sex, after all, and yeah, you show people. You rolled quite good charisma. Show them, there's nothing weird in the helmet. You knock on it, it's solid. Ding, ding, ding. And you put it back on. You do a few hops. You prepare to run, not super fast. Okay, so while you have your head turned, from the audience so they can see through your eye slits, you put your head down into your armor. Yeah. You scrunch in. Okay. And then as you run by, presumably Goggins will adjust his the height of his arm in order to, catch you.
Be right back. Go to the bathroom.
So off you go. Let me do the thing. Let's go.
I knocked his block off.
No, I'm stumbling around like, hey, I can my helmet's on the ground. Hey, I need a volunteer. Can you put my head back on? So one of the kids.
That's all it's gonna be. Shut up.
Oh. Okay.
Like don't stretch it, And presumably Goggins helps you off the stage with your helmet.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Presumably you return a bit later, all fine.
Did the kids scream or what?
Okay.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah. Okay, who next? Gorath?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what he got. Oh man. He has a bunch of spells, but they're pretty excessive, let's say. Let's see. Okay, I can perform. I don't have his power written in here. By the way, Dar, we should update his powers, right? There's just a few new ones since when he last had this character sheet. But I have in mind a certain power called Improved Glorious Presence. The flavor text says, "The bright light of the full moon erupts from within you, leaving thousands of glittering motes of faint light lingering nearby." That's what he plans to do. Just a second. Gonna do a thing.
I'm back.
Gonna try a thing. No, not that. Come on.
Gorath took my challenge.
No, not that. Too gay. Maybe. Okay, I think that works. So, yeah. He will T-pose on the stage, raise his orb, and from within release a whole bunch of silvery blue motes of light that dance all around him in a swirl. And by the way, you can try to tell what this power kind of is. It's of the Feywild, by the way. He may have learned it during his time there, you assume. In case your character knows about that kind of deal. And normally this power is a close burst too, radiant damage and push. But he will use it just to make a show of things. So, Arcana, the bonus. I don't know how to roll twice, pick highest, so I'll simply roll twice. Okay, and now a straight charisma check. Boy!
Damn it, Gorath.
Damn, bro.
He's corrupting the children.
Crazy. That was fucking nuts, dude. Oh shit, I wiped the text. God damn it. How much did you score, Kill? I think 27 and 28 something.
29.
29, that's it.
And I got 26.5.
You scored 26.5, I remember that. Five and damn. That's gonna be hard to beat. So, see, he was kind of hesitant to to participate exactly for this kind of reason. So, you know. Okay, who next? Should we leave Kairos for last, since maybe Otto will want to do a trick next week when he shows up? I can do some placeholder. I can do Goggins, really?
Yeah, oh yes.
What do you have in mind?
The old bowling cup. You know, 3 cups, 1 ball.
Yeah. By the way, I hope you remember to write down, because it costs a bit of money to participate. 10 silver.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, just sleight of hand. No real magic involved. But, you know.
Okay, you can roll for that. You can even invite a volunteer from the crowds, by the way.
Yes, he'll want one, yeah. He'll need one.
Okay. Pick and choose. Or roll D8, I guess. The whole front row is available to you.
Yeah, I'll say, I need, for this trick, I need a volunteer from the audience. Who would like to join me?
They're thinking, you know, they see your fucking huge body, they think, oh, this guy's gonna decapitate us. So you need to roll a D8.
I'll go easy on you. You there. Step right up.
Yes, sir?
Okay, so really simple trick. You see, there's 3 cups. And you see, I got this one ball here. I'm going to place the ball under one of the cups. And I'm going to mix it all up, mix the cups up. And you just got to pick the right cup that has the ball in it. What could be simpler than that?
Okay.
So do his thing. He'll put the cup he'll put the ball in one of the cups, and I'll do shuffle, shuffle, shuffle.
Okay. Roll thievery twice.
Thievery. Oh.
Yeah, that's sleight of hand. Yes.
Yeah,
what did you think? Whoa!
Take the first roll, please, DM.
Okay, and charisma check.
Charisma.
Of course, it's the first roll. Whoa! Oh, that's.
Whoa!
Damn! Okay, let's calculate your score then. It's about 24 or something, eh? 26 plus 23. 2. Yeah, 24.5. Not bad, especially, you know, your skill set. You managed to fool a kid. Very good. But I want to see how it literally goes, story-wise, because you did manage to fool them somehow. Like, did you palm the ball? Did you eat it? Did you what?
Yeah, he just palms the ball, so it goes in the cup, and then as he's moving it around, he moves the cup off the edge really quickly and catches the ball as it comes out.
I would have thought you tilted it a bit and it rolls into your palm, and then you do the thing.
Something
Either
like
way,
that. Yeah.
Your thievery roll was pretty good, so that's what describes that particular feat, right? And yeah, you managed to fool him. And you lift, eventually you lift all of the cups. It's nowhere to be found. What? What?
And then I do the classic, it's behind your ear.
that was the charisma check right there.
Fool the kid, not bad. Not bad for a magic trick for Goggins.
Yeah, like legit, they're way more excited. The kids are way more excited than you would expect, really. You know, they're kids. They're easily impressed. Like, okay, a light show, but that, whoa!
Big man got magic.
Oh, very, very cool. I loved it. A nice little moment. I love role-playing games.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Not often Goggins gets to do something that doesn't involve bashing people, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So, given that I do have a theme for Kairos' trick, I don't have a literal description, which, you know, kind of sucks. I didn't expect to have to do this for him. Yeah. Maybe we can let it slide for next week, you know? Just leave the scores there, that kind of deal. Yeah? So then we have. I fucked up the token here. Harvard friendly. There you go. Okay, let's have her perform her thing. First, I'm just gonna roll first. Depending on that, I might describe it in various ways. Come on, D20. I'm gonna roll 2 of them at once. Let's see. Boom. Okay, not bad. Let me write it down. Okay, and a charisma check. Okay, this one's worse. Let me. Okay. Gonna be a score of. Oh, look who's in the Discord, eh?
How's the what?
Is it coming in?
The what? What the fuck? Why did... Okay. Okay. And let's have a score for Kairos right here, just as a placeholder. Okay. So, when the noble sorceress from Roman ascends on stage, she produces a wand from her inner, clothing, and points it towards the sky, and shouts, "Garuda!" And a fiery humanoid creature with the wings of a large bird and also the head of a predatory bird shows up, screeches, and it converges on a nearby tree, bursting it on fire. And just as let me do an effect, yeah. Let me do an effect.
I gotta start calling down some rain now.
Oh no, don't worry about that. Okay, there you go. And just as soon as that tree bursts into flames and singes nearly all of its leaves away, she flicks her wand again and says, "Makara!" And another creature, this time a large amphibian, sort of a mix between amphibian and reptilian, has kind of the trunk of an elephant. It's very strange looking, very alien to you. And from the body of this creature descends like a rain cloud, and it pours upon the tree, not only extinguishing the flames, but healing it back to where it was just before. How about that? Some of that exotic magic.
Or it's illusionary magic.
B, you can try to discern, by the way.
How do I do that?
Arcana.
Arcana? Oh, joy.
You can't tell much, but you can tell it wasn't an illusion, actually. That tree was burnt and healed. Presumably, these kinds of powers are normally used for, offense and healing. but used it to perform a trick, a combo that resulted in a pretty cool trick. I mean, pretty flashy if you think about it, eh? I think this guy overslept, by the way.
What guy?
Otto. He's on his way.
It's a little late now, but hey.
It's fine. He can tell a story and do a trick. How about that? And then we can move on to arts and crafts and potentially ale drinking as well.
Woohoo! I'm gonna make what would Paylor bracelet do? What would Paylor do bracelet?
Yeah, you can but maybe do something like that. Would it be like a knitted thing, like a braided textile thing? I used to do something like that when I was, in high school and shit.
I don't know. Might just take a piece of string and put some lettered beads on it.
Hey Otto, what up? Did
Hey,
you oversleep?
a little bit of that. Also, things have been shifting over to Sunday a little bit, so my brain had a wire crossed. I forgot we'd moved back, which, I'm glad we moved back, because it means that I can do something properly, but it shifted in my brain. Anyway,
We could actually use a bunch of your input. Do you have a story for us?
Basically, I didn't prepare it fully, but I can
No problem.
tell it as best as I can.
Okay, so let me shift the view to the okay. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Music? Or is this good?
This is good. I don't want to get distracted.
It's neutral, so
Yeah. And give me just 1 second to make sure this is going where I think it's going.
Yeah, no problem. I'll be right back, actually. Be right back.
Okay.
Kale just told a monumentous tale about our exploits earlier.
That's almost certainly going to be the best story then. Is that's the one you can actually ask people, did that really happen? And they can say, yes, it did.
I embellished a bit.
Yeah.
As you do.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just a little bit, right?
Do, as everyone does. And you tell a story, it's...
Nah, it all happened. That was just half the tale.
I'm back. Who's got their TV on?
Oh no, I was just over by the TV for a sec, but yeah, you shouldn't be able to hear
Is
it.
this?
I'm pushed to talk, so
Yeah. Huh.
still trying to convert the rest of you.
Anyway, I don't know exactly where this is going, but I'll give it my best shot, and if I crash and burn, so be it.
We can help or something, you know.
I won't make everyone else wait, but I've got an idea. Basically, I'm gonna tell the story that Kairos was told since birth, which is how the great civilization collapsed. How the tragedy.
Oh, you oh, let me. Oh, I think I got a song for this. Do you mind?
I don't care.
You'll just have to give me a bit of time to upload it, though.
Gives me more time to plan this through.
Exactly. You know, it works. It works great. Hmm. And this is it. How about that?
I'm not carrying anything on my end, but if other people like it, so be it.
Very serene.
There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Sorry, ooh, like that. Sorry, it took a second to load on my end. Ooh. Yeah,
I can even send it over if you want to listen to it after the show, the game.
Wouldn't mind. Anyway.
The whole album is great, is why I say that. Whenever you're ready.
Perfect.
I'll show it in music, by the way.
Long ago, so far back that the exact details are lost to the mists of time, and that some doubt it even existed, there was a shining city. This city withstood all comers. This city was a beacon of civilization to surrounding wastes, the capital of a mighty empire. And this empire withstood all comers, foes from all directions, natural disasters, the sun, the wind, the rain, all of it withstood. This empire could not be felled from without, but it could crumble from within. Over the generations, the people of that empire began to grow complacent. They saw the riches of their town, of their city, not as something that must be fought for and maintained and deserved, but as mere birthright. And in their complacency, they were not satisfied with what they had, with what had been given them, and with what had been given them, with the sole request that they maintain it, though they wanted more. And whenever someone wants something that they do not deserve or have any whenever someone has designs over something that they do not deserve and cannot possibly hope to achieve, the dark powers will be there to offer them anything they could ever want. To this day, no one is entirely certain who contacted whom first. Whether some desperate noble with designs beyond his station sent out an arcane plea that was answered by someone far stronger than they could have imagined, or whether the dark powers themselves saw the civilization ripe for the taking and made themselves known. What is known is that a small council of elites, unrestrained and unfettered by petty morality or concern for anyone beyond themselves, met in secret and made a deal with the ruinous powers.
Nice reference.
The terms of that deal were, to their eyes, simple and easy enough. Their civilization, and they in particular, would gain power beyond their wildest dreams. And in exchange, some petty souls that no one cared much for would be cast into the void. What could be simpler? They thought. Surely there would be no. Surely the fine print of any deal with the devil isn't worth looking into. What they could not have foreseen, for they were blinded by their own arrogance, was that taking such a deal asks a heavy burden on all it connected, even those who think they will benefit. For such cruelty made manifest, such malice for one's fellow man cannot help but have an effect on even those who benefit from that deal. And so, over time, they found that their ways of thinking had been tainted by the dark arts. And slowly, very slowly, even their physical appearance began to shift. Skin tones changed.
Can I issue a small correction?
Go ahead.
It was at once. At once they were painted by the foul influence from beyond.
Much better. All right. Exactly. I don't know specifics. Although you could chalk that up to Kairos again. The specifics
embellishing,
are lost
of course.
in the midst of time.
I will issue more clarifications afterwards, but this one was kind of,
immediate.
Yeah.
When the deal had been struck, complexions shifted and painted in a variety of garish colorings. Horns sprouted, tails grew. They looked at each other and could not recognize themselves. In taking such a deal, they had marked themselves as one of the devil's playthings. Worse still, the influence extended not simply to their physical bodies with rending claw and grinding tooth, but it sunk deep into their minds, into poisoning their very thinking.
And soul, surely.
Yeah, of course. Poisoning the way they thought, the way they felt. The very essence of humanity had been stripped from them. Suddenly, the very idea of cooperating with another to maintain an empire, something they had already done reluctantly, now seemed impossible. The very concept of collaboration was alien and foreign. That council immediately that council and the surrounding civilization turned to infighting. Each person coveting their neighbor's hill of beans when the entire civilization was crumbling around them. Eventually, their mighty ruler had been so deposed that all he could think about was ruling the ever-shrinking pile of rubble that once was their mighty city. Soon the sands reclaimed even that. Now that civilization is scattered to the winds. Small collection of vagabonds and not small.
Well, you still have a mighty city. The capital still stands. It's just the way of governing has changed radically. So you no longer have a Fyron as the supreme leader. It's a bunch of things to consider, right? But there were many schisms. That's true.
Yes. Now that city stands as a mockery of its former self, forced to abide by a foreign rule to prevent it from falling into complete disrepair. That people still live there, forever tainted by the foolishness of their leaders, and serves as a warning to all who would follow. When you sup with the devil, use a long spoon.
And that is the story of the Covenant. Very nice. Roll religion twice, big highest, plus your plus a charisma check. Well, not plus. We'll do a mean.
Okay. I mean, I could roll another one if you really want to. But,
no, it's fine.
And then
roll charisma now. Yeah. No problem, Swan. Jesus, this guy. Oh my god.
Shows up late, rolls a nat 20 on his story, refuses
Yeah,
to
like
elaborate
a
further.
fucking buzz. Okay, that's gonna be a lot. Okay, you won. Okay. So now I will offer some clarifications, right? So
Yeah, I'm sure there's bits and pieces I got wrong. This is just what I was able to piece together.
I will correct in order to world build a bit better. So the thing was, a bunch of ruling families got together. Each sent one of their representatives in order to enact a grand ritual, again in secret, as you mentioned. Another key detail to remember: in their arrogance, they sought a deal with Asmodeus himself, one of the, if not the ruler of hell. I will check for you, but either way, yeah, a big fucking deal. Now, he was slightly amused, slightly annoyed at this stunt. And instead of granting them immortality like they requested, he instead painted them. I specifically like that phrasing because their blood isn't originally devilish. They were painted with the devil's brush, right? As opposed to that lady you met earlier who was born of a devil, right? There's a distinction. And indeed, it colored your perception, your personality, your very biology. Of course, there was much infighting at that point. Many took their own lives in despair and in, not being able to face their new reality. Perhaps ones that weren't even there, didn't consent to this, to becoming devilkin. And yet that was okay. And of course, the mighty Fyron's regime, built upon many dynasties, crumbled within a generation. Due to all of the infighting, right? All of the viziers shifted loyalties, blamed each other. It was quite a shit show, to put it mildly. And at the end of that, the remaining families were left to pick up the scraps however much they could. Not to say the Fyron's original regime was light-handed, but what followed was more heavy-handed. Some even retreated into the deep wastes, the desert, to follow the old way, despite their new condition. What else could I tell you? Maybe you have questions? We can fill this lore gap.
So you said the city still exists. Is it still
Yes,
mostly,
Kadesh. The capital of
still,
Kadesh.
Is it still mostly inhabited by the tieflings, even though it's run by someone else?
Absolutely. There might be some other people there, but they're not, like, maybe very few of them are permanent residents. Non-tieflings are mostly traders and artisans, stuff like that. Diplomats, pirates, a lot of pirates, right?
Fair enough.
The city is still famous for its beautiful gardens.
At least we've maintained one thing. But yeah, that'll slightly change the way I'll play Kairos's all-encompassing ambition, but it's a whole thing.
Mm-hmm. We can discuss, no problem. You performed it very well. I appreciate the effort. And what do you know? You won the contest. How about that?
Hey.
Yeah.
Rolling a nat 20 does that to you.
Yeah. And having a buttload of charisma. Okay.
Good job.
Plus, you are living proof of that very thing. You know, it's one thing to tell stories about something that nobody can verify, but you are living proof you are one of the descendants of that pact. right here. So that's quite the visual aid, if you ask me. Now, that was awesome. Thank you. The music definitely helped. I'm sure you would agree.
I would, yeah.
And okay, what was the other thing we wanted Kairos to do? Oh, a magic trick. So I thought that we would have you participate with an act of mentalism, since you have a lot of bluff in you. You're very tricksy.
That's fair.
Are you? Would you perhaps have something in mind for that? Are you familiar with mentalism, the likes of, I don't know, David Blaine or whatever?
To an extremely limited extent. I know a little, but I don't know how to do any of it.
It's still more than me, so, you know. It has to do with manipulating psychology, perception. The very basic stuff is like little card tricks. Like, I'm gonna choose a card, I'm gonna guess your card, that kind of deal. Right? Presumably, you can do, as a heroic character, you can do quite a bit more than that. So, there's a few techniques. Suggestion, misdirection, cold reading, hot reading, psychological manipulation. Now this, right?
Yeah.
That kind of deal. Feints and misdirection. We can give you a minute to try to figure something out if you would like. So it doesn't have to be real magic, it just has to be perceived as such.
It's fascinating. You've brought me to Wikipedia, and I'm looking at all kinds of interesting. Yeah, the suggestion, misdirection.
Yeah. Doesn't have much examples, sadly. But we can potentially, improvise. Okay, Asmodeus is the overlord of all the 9 hells. Just by the way.
He's the big bad. The biggest bad.
Basically Satan, okay?
I mean, the issue, of course, is that I'm not a psychological manipulator. Kairos maybe has some of those skills. I could see that, but it's like, okay.
That's the real beauty of role-playing, eh? It almost forces you to think outside of yourself.
Fair. The other question is, who would I be trying to?
You can even get volunteers. You can get a volunteer or more from the crowds.
Problem with getting a volunteer is that I'm pretty much guaranteed. I just know one of the guys in my party or one of like the special guys is gonna freaking just mess with me and be like, hey, like imagine if the other tiefling was like, hey, do it to me. I'd be like, yeah, I'm not going to. I'm not doing that.
No, you can't.
That's not happening. I can't even
We've
dance
established
with you. You think I'm gonna be able to mentally manipulate you?
Yeah, probably not. But a regular ass human or a kid, yeah, it could work. Like, if you want to do some card tricks, that can work. It's a bit small time, but it can work.
Yeah, that is small. Of course. Unless
you do something spectacular with it. Like, I remember a thing I saw on TV. So, you go to a guy with a deck of cards. Pick a card. Okay, any card. And then the guy throws the deck of cards at a window, like a large window. And his exact card is stuck to the inside of the glass. What?
That would require quite a bit of setup.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the fuck he did it, but when I saw it, I was like, damn. Something like that, something bold.
Alright.
You don't even need to explain it, by the way, because...
Yeah,
it just has to wow.
I guess I could try some sort of try to learn something about someone that they don't realize they've told me, a mix of cold and hot reading.
Oh yeah, good. That works. You got insight, right?
Think I've got training.
Not a lot. Not a lot.
No.
Items that could help, perhaps?
Just a moment. And a lot of my stuff is more combat oriented.
Well, duh. But you can use them in creative ways, as we've established.
Yes.
Lucky charm. Hey.
Yeah, that'll work. And of course, just ridiculously high intimidation stat. Well, not ridiculously high, but
well, you hopefully won't use intimidation, but
yeah, no, not intentionally, but more of as a sort of like, and not explicitly like, oh, I know everything about you, and you'll agree, or I'll break your legs. But no, like,
I think I know what you. You're basically gonna strong arm their perception. It's sort of like a bluff, but it's sort of less fine-tuned, let's say.
They're also less likely to try and like mess something up, or there's only a few things that are going to come to their mind if they're kind of scared in the back of it.
But the thing is, you do a check, and then your charisma. As before, as with the storytelling.
Yeah. All right.
So you would so you would roll bluff twice, pick highest, and then a charisma check.
Okay, I can do that.
Or potentially, you know what? If you really want, you could use an intelligence instead, because it's all about being clever for you, not so much flashy, is it?
Sure.
Okay.
Bluff one.
Okay.
Oh, did you mean?
Need a volunteer, don't we?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
And I would want a description of what exactly you're doing. Vaguely, as, you know, so we know what the thing is going on. For the story, or, you know.
Yeah.
Also, if you want advantage. If you want to roll straight,
totally
that's...
fair.
Yeah.
Alright, let's just do the standard. Right, I'm gonna regret this, but I need a volunteer.
Okay, roll. If you don't want to pick someone, roll a d8 for one of the kids up front.
Oh, okay.
Number two. This ginger girl here. She looks just a bit afraid, just a bit. But this guy was afraid. This guy was afraid of Goggins too, so you know.
People say gingers have no souls.
And you have a devil soul. What a pair.
Yes. We make a good team, kid. Anyway, basically the basic concept would be, ask general questions. Don't seem to be probing, but actually try and learn something.
Did you prefer an adult for that? You can also do that. Let's because a child obviously won't. It will be easier to manipulate, but won't have so much life experience. How about this old man here?
Sure, sounds good. So yeah, the basic premise is I'd be trying to ask questions that don't seem to be probing, but actually gain more information than it seems that they would. To paint a picture of a man. You can get a picture of the guy in my mind's eye and basically say, in your youth, you were secretly this thing, or something, some similar thing that he, not necessarily something that's going to ruin his reputation or anything.
Yeah.
The sort of thing. Yeah.
I understand. And you're relying on quite a few, tricks there. That's why we're having you roll intelligence.
Okay.
Right.
So double bluff and one int.
You rolled bluff once.
All right. So I'll roll the second one.
Yep.
Please do well.
Ooh, okay.
That was almost a 20. That would have been
okay.
Really
It's
nice.
not. That would have been ridiculous. Okay. And now roll int. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. So final score 26.
All right.
We don't need to get
Yeah,
into the
it's-
specifics, because, yeah.
If I
You
knew
didn't
more about
exactly-
mentalism, I absolutely would be like,
You know,
absolutely would roleplay this.
you could potentially look up something for next time.
yeah, I'll say
works.
that, yeah.
Just for the story, you know, because it's fun to come up with stuff like this. Flavor is the spice of D&D. You know, you can only bash orc brains in so long before you feel like adding a personal touch. You know. Okay, that's awesome. So Gorav still wins, predictably. Right. Arts and crafts time. We can squeeze this in until we end the sesh. Let me put you guys down. Okay. So when you arrive here, you see a whole bunch of tables arranged with various arts and crafts supplies on each of them. So as you can see, one has a painting easel and supplies. One of them has a sculpture thing, right? You have origami here. You have glass blowing here. You have pottery. You have floral arrangements. And here at this table, well, she doesn't look quite like that. But you will see a small-looking woman with a big old hood over her head. Why that is? Well, you, as the players, can tell why. Not so much your characters. But she is working on a doll. Gorath, I think, might be able to tell what's going on. But in the meantime, I want to know if you guys want to participate. And by the way, it doesn't have to be one of these. It could be anything, really, if you can think about it. You have plenty of supplies here on the shelves and whatnot. The price for participating, by the way, is, again, 10 silver pieces. Actually, make it 20. Because supplies and stuff, right?
20 it is.
20, thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been hitting my down key instead of Alt to talk. I
Sorry,
apologize.
we couldn't tell. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, who keeps moving Kale? How? Knock it off! And it was me pressing the down key. What did you say the materials were again?
So you have a bunch of crafts here as suggestions, if you can't think of much on your own. You have painting, you have sculpting, you have paper folding, you have, I don't know, some kind of artisanal, like, you know, a mask, a fan, that kind of deal, right? You have pottery, you have glass blowing, you have floral arrangements, and doll making is taken. But you can also do that if you like.
Okay, Kale will participate. If
Are you sure about the glass blowing, big man? I mean, I'm sure you have a big old pair of lungs on you, but
what? Glass
No?
blowing is awesome.
Yeah, big lungs.
It's like making jewelry.
Gonna make a giant.
Kinda.
Something big.
You wanted glass blowing too? Well, guys,
We can work together even.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure you can. What did you have in mind? You can both craft something. That's okay as well.
Yeah, we can both do glass blowing.
Let me turn off the grid so I can have you both at a table, so we know that both of you are doing glass blowing. Okay. Anyone else? I wonder what Frith might want to do there. Some kind, yeah, it's a mask. Some kind of, fucking, I don't know how to say it, but this is kind of, a bit of a lot of things, a bit of paper mache, a bit of painting, gluing, that kind of deal, So you can craft something that, something small and ornate, like a mask, like a fan, like a comb, like a brooch, something of that nature. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Anyone else? Kairos, you wanna try your hand?
Not much of an artist, but
That's fair. Yeah, you paint with your sword. We get it. And you use exclusively the color red.
Often, yeah.
Okay. So let's see what you guys have in mind. First, let's see if I can RP Grath for a bit. He walks around the place. He notices what seems to be a familiar figure. And peeks below the hood, says, "Ladies, are you?" Oh, Lord Gorath, I didn't. I expected you to be here, but not here. You understand? Yes. Did Lady Devotion let you roam around the place? Isn't that a bit risky? Yes, but see, it's fine. I'm under supervision, and you're here now, so my attention is exclusively on you now. But you are quite distracting me from my doll here. I would hate to send you away, but say no more. I'll catch you later. Okay. So let's see, who wants to go first? Should we have Goggins first? He's be right back, 3 minutes. Okay. So, guard, what did you want to do with your glass blowing, eh? Do you know how it goes, by the way? The process?
Vaguely.
Okay,
I've seen it done, that's about it.
Yeah, so you can even see it's very suggestive paper mache cat. You can even see on the table there. So you have a fire pit with which you can heat up your glass so it can be molded into shapes. You have a few utensils with which to shape it. Not unlike the pottery thing, by the way. And you have a pipe, right, with which you blow into it.
Right.
So you expand it and give it shape, and you use your tool to fine adjust it.
Right.
So like if you wanted to do a little bottle, you would spin it around and do the thing. If you wanted like a flask, like an alchemy thing with like a dripper, you know how that would go.
I already know I know what I'm gonna do.
Let's see.
So I'm gonna try to make a lotus.
Whoa, isn't that a bit complex?
Well, you make individual like petals / beads, and then while they're still hot, you stick them together to form the lotus.
I see. So not really a container, a liquid container per se.
Yeah, it's a
But
decoration
strictly an art
piece.
piece. I see. Well, to that effect, you might not even need to blow much into it. But you would rather use some files, right? Some sandpaper, that kind of deal, right?
It would kind of be. You would kind of make them like the way I would think to do it would be to make them like teardrop shaped, so kind of like.
So thick, right? Not
Get like a little droplet of like molten glass, and then take a thin stick, and like
flatten it,
pull it up,
Mm-hmm.
and let it cool just enough where it starts to harden, and then take the next one and then stick it to the first one while they're still warm. And
I see. It's a bit complex, though.
yes, very very complex, very sleight of hand kind of
Perhaps, but maybe not so much.
Big dexterity.
Yeah, I would think dexterity would be needed. So in that sense, why not ask your GF for help? Coggins might want to do something else. Something to drink from, perhaps.
Dexterity and then insight, so you can see that they're shaped right and that they'll fit
Perception,
together.
not perception. You need hand-eye coordination.
Well, no, insight, because you can see the individual piece, but to arrange the pieces together to make the shape you're going for is insight.
Insight is for reading people, though, or sentient creatures.
I mean, it's insightful. It's not like the name of it's not per the name, but it's
your perception is just 2 points lower. Come on, it's like
I mean, you can just do wisdom.
I suppose, but you have a lot of perception skills, so why not use that instead? Okay, so let's see about the rolls. Okay. First, I'm gonna need a big old an endurance check for the blowing. Not so big because you don't need a lot for little leaves.
Oh boy, petals.
Yeah.
Oh boy. You'll give me strength. Oh boy. Oh god damn it.
No, it's good. It's good. If you want me to double check, I can double check.
Well, no, it was almost a 19.
Yeah,
it was like,
you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good so far. Let me see. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, I'm gonna roll. Oh boy. Oh, yeah. Okay, a big old dex check from your GF. So she takes you tell her what the hell is going on. She understands, and as you form each petal, right, she uses the tool to not just flatten them, but also give them a little curve, right? So it's kind of like
kind of like a thin little teardrop shape.
Yeah.
So they can
kind of like
place together to make a lotus.
So
So here's an interesting question.
Yes.
So you can add color to glass. Yeah, or glass will have a certain color based on the impurities.
Oh, you can use some dyes for sure. Yeah.
So here's what I'm thinking.
Any particular color?
We make a black lotus.
Oh. You can. I'm not sure what color that would be, but yeah, you got supplies. Suffice
because it'll be at its core, at its base, where the petals are deepest. It'll be like all black, but then going up towards the tips, it'll become clear and catch the light. So it'll be dark and light.
It'll be shiny either way because you're gonna sand it, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like it'll be light and dark at the same time.
Now roll sort of like a black luster. It'll sort of look like the armor of the Silver Knights from the Dragonborn Silver Knight Paladins. Okay, roll me a perception now, please.
1 sec.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Yeah, it'll catch the light regardless, by the way. But I see what you mean. You're gonna make it more translucent. Oh! So you apply that coloring very skillfully. In fact, you add less towards the tips, so It's rather more translucent, like a transparent black, and it's very shiny and very nice. Suffice to say,
Catches the light. Perfect.
right? How many of these would you say is appropriate? About about a dozen.
Oh, I was thinking just make one with like a whole bunch of petals, like
Yeah, the petals. I mean,
almost like orchid looking.
Yeah.
Like those
how
what
many
those like
petals?
drops.
Yeah. How many petals though?
I have no idea.
Let's say about 12 or 15.
Or no, orchid isn't the word I'm thinking of.
I know what you mean. Whoa, so a lotus has between 16 and 160 petals? God damn
Yeah.
it.
1,000-petal lotus.
Oh, look. A 7-petal lotus, revered in Hinduism and Buddhism, symbolizes spiritual awakening and purity. So 7 it is, am I right?
Hmm? 7?
Not 7.
It's like spiritually significant.
Yeah. Symbolizes purity and spiritual awakening. So
Oh.
that's perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
And we need a
That sounds way
centerpiece,
better than what I was thinking.
right? And easier to craft, so there's that. So finally, I'm gonna need a check. Let me see.
Those lotuses are pretty flowers.
Give me a straight dex check.
Me?
Yes.
Not the missus? Oh, crap.
You'll roll.
You are the person actually taking part.
Okay,
No,
Taylor, this is very important. Please help me, bro.
Oh! So the mean of your score is 22. Let me see how that does. Yes, that's very good. Very good. Yeah, you successfully crafted. It might not be the work of a master craftsman like your jeweler.
Does the perception bump it up at all?
The perception was needed, of course. But this is crafting the centerpiece and putting them all together between the two of you. So 21 plus 23 is a mean of 22, which is good. It's actually mid DC for your level.
So what does the 39 do?
It passes that particular check. Yeah.
Ooh.
Uh,
Ooh, yes.
Okay, so your item is good. It's very good. It's not master crafted, but it's not like you are gonna do that ever
It's a
You know,
keepsake
without-
to take home.
without trading for many years. Like your jeweler could potentially do something better, but he's been doing that since from the womb, basically. So-
we made it together. It's special.
Yeah. no, it's very good, and I love the idea. Actually, I love the idea. Potentially, you can put it on on your nightstand or whatever. Right. Very cool. Goggins, what did you want to do with your glass blowing?
So Goggins has been watching people do the glass blowing,
Mhm.
and he thinks it looks really fun. What he wants to do, he just wants to sort of just do a big old ball. He doesn't really want to do anything fancy. He just wants to see, like, can he do?
You
like, a
don't
big-
want a nice drinking recipient?
Nah, he just wants to see, can he make like a big ball? Like, how big can he make something?
I see.
He thinks it'll be fun if he could make something about the size of himself. If that's even possible. It'll be
So
pretty impressive.
you're gonna
No.
try to blow the world's
No.
largest glass bubble.
Basically, that's basically it.
That's
Because you know why not?
make like a 30-gallon goldfish bowl.
Well, it's not gonna be that big, obviously, because the fire pit is not that big, right? At best, you could do like, let me fucking convert some goddamn, oh my god. Let me look something up. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. This is a traditional container of wine and other moonshine and liquors and, stuff that you would do in the countryside, right? Usually wine, but potentially other stuff as well. This one has 50 liters. 50 liters, 2 gallons, right?
Like
13
10
gallons.
gallons or something?
13.
Okay.
You could quite easily do something like this. But you need to blow your fucking lungs out.
Yeah.
And,
Link to video and resources of people blowing big-ass glass bowls.
yeah, but...
Flamethrowers over them.
Yeah, you
That's
don't
awesome.
really have... Yeah, I mean, be reasonable here.
We got elementalists around.
I mean, sure, but...
Sure, they can whip up the flames a bit.
How big can that get? Let me double check. Okay, that's... Oh, okay, some bowls. How big are these? Like
a 5-10 gallon.
Yeah,
It's
pretty decent.
So about the same size as what I
like a water
linked
cooler
there.
jug.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
So that's what I had in mind as well. You don't want something like that to keep your special brew in, Goggins? Like, I would think that's right up your alley.
I mean, he'll use it. He can use it for something.
Yeah, and
it's just-
you can even dress it up in that what the hell do you call it? I have no idea. Like some sort of basket weaving,
Oh,
Like,
those
give it a bit of
things.
a
Yeah,
more
like things you
shape.
see amongst fancy wine bottles.
But this one's 13 gallons. We have them all over our countryside. It's like full of them. It's a traditional thing.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, he just wants to do it for the lols, really, but something big and
I
he
mean,
can carry around.
you should be shooting for something, even if it fails, right? So that's my proposition. If you want something else, that's up to you. It seems like just a bubble is kind of, kind of a waste, if you ask me. It's not very artsy, whereas this is pretty nice in a rustic kind of way, and
Wow, these
very
bowls
functional.
have like amazing colors to them.
Yeah, but,
Plus, like, if it's like a big old ball, he could, like, roll it around.
yeah,
I
but
think
it's
it'd be
glass.
fun.
Like one flick of the finger and it's gonna fucking bust.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he just wants to do something big.
I would
Big
think
amount.
Huggins wouldn't want a drinking glass, made by himself. Like, that's quite something. Because usually that's what people do, either vases, bowls, or drinking bottles, right? Containers of some sort, yeah.
I mean, yeah, he can shape it into some kind of a container. He just wants to do something big, like as big as he can, without
Yeah.
it falling apart.
Oh yeah, you can definitely do that that thing, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Here's another idea I just found, but potentially different. Like, if you just want a big old bottle, you can do something entirely different with it. A terrarium. But yeah, I would think the above one is more appropriate. Either way, let's see a big old endurance check, because you're gonna need a set of lungs on you.
Oh yeah, the one with the basket. That's pretty sweet. Something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
what I shared. Yeah,
That would be. That would.
I think that's very appropriate and pretty and functional too.
Okay.
Very rustic, very Goggins.
Endurance. I keep rolling shitty on endurance lately.
The hell, you need to do some fucking push-ups, eat some protein, cut back on the soy. Did you roll
That
or
reminds
what?
me. An
Right,
IRL
one sec.
friend of mine told me they're making like a
Here we go.
Funko Pop Lego game. Like one of like you know how the Lego games like are crossovers of a million things. They're making one for Funko Pops, and I'm like,
Oh my
where's
God.
where's the market for this?
I assume there is, like, you know. Okay. Not bad. 27. Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
It'll take you a while longer, though. You know, multiple. Yeah. Now, for the shaping, luckily, it's not a very fancy shape. So I'm gonna need a dex check, not very big one.
Dex. Your dex isn't too bad actually.
Oh yeah. It's your third stat after wisdom. What do you use wisdom for, by the way?
It's a fighter. Some of the fighter stuff uses wisdom.
I see. Look at this man, is super nice. Aw, you rolled kind of poorly.
Oh. It's
Presumably-
not very good.
Well, it's a bit lopsided, but it's not falling apart. Yeah, at least there's that.
And it's never
fact-
going to look particularly good.
It's a bit asymmetrical, but you know what? For what you need, it fits better in the hand, actually. You know, like, kind of like Count Dooku's lightsaber. Yeah, it's bent, but that lends itself better to the hand, strangely enough.
I'm refusing to make the obvious joke about something being bent but fits better in the hand. I'm refusing to make it.
Well, see, with a jug like that, you know, it's a neck to the bottle and it's a handle at the same time. So you just make your lip it easier.
Exactly, you don't need an actual handle on it, so that's even better. You know, because putting a handle on it out of glass, it's kind of complicated. Also, out of that wood stitching thing. Okay,
Also, it also works out for the DM because if he ever wants to get us in a fight, all he has to do is have some schmuck come up and break Goggins' bottle.
What?
No, it's
He broke my bottle.
Well, Ward
break
is,
his
gentlemen. I guess we're rebelling against the Empire now.
Maybe your bottle isn't the most pretty and symmetrical, but it has a lot of personality. It's very Goggins, right? And
This is my bottle. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
actually, it's quite unique. In fact, right?
One of a kind.
Yeah, you want to wrap it in that kind of. I still don't know what that fucking material is.
It's like a
called.
wicker.
Oh, that's it. Wicker, yeah. Wicker wrapping, let's call it. Now that's kind of busy work, kind of, you know, not super complicated. I suppose we can use nature for it. How about that? We'll help you out.
That seems pretty reasonable. Okay, yeah, good. Oh yeah.
Ooh, very good. You actually finish this thing quite a bit faster than you anticipated. Okay, I think I found something that might be the closest looking to what I imagine. Look, it's a bit oblique, right?
Oh, so we've got a little cap.
Well, you don't have, you can use a cork cap, you know, like no problem. And no need for a handle since you know, but it's pretty big. Like, let's say it's not maybe not fucking 13 gallons, but a good 6 gallons, yeah.
That's enough. That's enough for ale for a day.
Yeah, you could potentially just carry it around. Maybe not on your waist, on your belt, like a normal flask, but like slung across on your back. Perfect. You know?
Love it.
Yeah, I like the idea too. It turned out very cool. Very cool. Okay. So who next? Frithy boy.
Frithy gonna do a bit of pottery.
Paper mache. Why did he click Nivain? Paper mache cat. Right. I guess you don't need much for this. Just a dex check, like really low dex check, because it's like no big deal. What's this cat? So it's like 3D and glass, not glass. Sorry, glue and colored and all that good stuff. Maybe some clay. I see. It could turn out pretty interesting. Now, do you very so quite elaborate, not just fucking kids project, right? So it could turn out pretty interesting. Give me a perception too while we're at it. Because you need to perceive the thing. Oh man, that's a poor roll, but luckily you have a lot of bonus. Okay, well, your thing is not so massive, but you know what? I think your wifey would appreciate it, seeing as she is sort of a cat girl herself. At least when she transforms and stuff. So that's gonna be very cute. Let's just say you don't need to win prizes here because the gesture will be more than enough. Very cool, fellas. Let's see how our secret succubus does for her own project. Okay. And okay. She produces a doll of Gorath, interestingly enough. It has very lifelike eyes. It has a little glass eyes, in fact. Has flowing blonde hair, and you can lift the robes off it.
Of course you can. She's a slave for nature like we all are.
Of course you can, But luckily for everyone involved, there's nothing really under there, like a Ken doll. So you've been spared that. Not like she's seen it, so there's that. She. It's been said that she has a perfect memory when it comes to the shape of the body, but she needs to see it first. So there's that. You can't really tell from just a robed person. And she presents it to him, trying her best not to look him in the eye. So how was this? Pretty nice, pretty cute, actually. Some cool bonding moments. Gorath with a succubus. Kill with an edgy goth, and Guggins with alcohol.
We all have our loves.
Yeah. Oh, and Frith later with his wife, let's not forget. Very cool. Who would you say...
Goggins, did you do the, moonshine jug thing and, scratch 3 X's on it?
Presumably...
One... Yeah.
He could probably stitch 3 X's with a wicker on it.
Just a G for Goggins.
So nobody steals it, or it's their head.
That's exactly it.
Oh, I love it.
Would you call it a gourd? Have you heard that word, gourd?
Actually, yes, it is oversized, but a gourd is exactly the term. Yeah, like Sekiro had that, right? Drinking
Exactly.
gourd.
Yeah.
Although I don't, the thing with gourds, they are made out of some kind of plant, like a fucking pumpkin or something like that. I'm not sure exactly.
They're like leathery.
Yeah, and they're wrapped in leather. Not out of glass. A glass is more a jug, I think. Still, you know, it's the right shape, so yeah, I don't see why not. You know. Actually, a gourd, I think, is the plant. Yeah, a plant. Yeah, a climbing or trailing plant which bears gourds. It's like a pumpkin or zucchini.
Yeah, it's definitely got the shape.
Yeah, exactly. No, it is quite close to that shape because it's asymmetrical. Right? Very nice. Who would you say won this thing? I would think it's Kiel. Because his thing is not just good looking, but unique.
Yeah.
And whereas other things are more, functional, more or less, his is purely decorative.
We were making it just to take it home, though.
Oh, you'll keep it, but you still need to judge it for the contest, you know.
Woohoo!
You won this one. Mm-hmm. Okay. Storytelling done. Arts and crafts done. Magic tricks. One magic tricks. Go ahead. Okay. And the final event is ale drinking, and I think we should leave that for next time. How do you? What do you think?
Even a point? We all know who's gonna win that one.
Oh, you never know.
You never know. Yeah,
And
next
again, we
week
thought
is
he was
good.
gonna win pie eating, and that didn't end up happening either. So
Exactly.
This one's
How
got
do
to be
you-
a winner.
Oh dear. You got some pirates present, though.
Just
Our
one of them
our
is
lead.
participating.
Why is all the rum gone?
The other two, so like his daughter is like, don't embarrass yourself, dad, and his
Wait,
first
wait.
mate and his cartographer is
Literal
like,
captain's daughter.
yeah.
That's pretty funny considering what else that means.
You'll have to tell me in the Discord. But yeah, we'll leave this for next time because we want to end it with a bang, and then there'll be the how do you say it? The troupe, you know, the bards and dancers from Devotion's troupe will have their show around evening, and yeah, that'll be it.
Good stuff. I got to get this boy to bed, so I'm going to shoot off now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a nap in too while we're talking about it.
Thanks, fellas. It was really fun. Yeah, so next week, same time, in case anyone's confused.
Yep, I'll remember this time.
Alrighty.
I gotta play gentlemen.
Not saying any names, you know, just clarifying for everyone. Take care, fellas. Have
Take care,
a great
fellas.
week.
Don't take any
Bye-bye.
nickels.
Yeah. And may the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house.